Rick Blackwell here at the Education Network. I would like to welcome everyone to the 2017 Palm Beach County Academic Challenge. This year we celebrate the 32nd anniversary of the Academic Team Challenge for the School District of Palm Beach County. The Education Network is proud once again to present this year's competition. And this year we have 16 Palm Beach County high schools competing, 3 days of competition to determine which 6 teams will qualify and compete for this year's district crown. Let's review the format. Each day consists of 2 sessions with 3 rounds in each session. Correct answers in round 1 will yield 5 points, round 2 10 points, and round 3 correct answers worth 15 points. The same format repeats in session 2. Now we're going to check back with you at the end of session 1 to review the leaderboard to see who is surging for a spot in the district finals. Teams have been preparing for months. Let's check in with a few of the schools to see what motivates these students and how they prepared for this year's challenge.
Like, we have a lot of diverse people that have their strengths. Like, we have people that know French, know Spanish, and we have people that are really good in world history and literature and all that.
I just really enjoy the trivia competitions. I've always been interested in trivia stuff, and I enjoy testing to see how much I know in a competitive way. I really enjoy that.
Sounds like they are well prepared. Each team is comprised of 4 students and they can substitute alternates after each round. Let's take a look at the schools who will be participating in day 1 of competition. Wellington Community High School, A.W. Dreyfus School of the Arts, West Boca Community High School, South Tech High School, Royal Palm Beach Community High School. Everyone is in place and ready for day 1. Let's get things started with our longtime moderator, Yetta Green, over in Studio A. Yetta?
Thanks, Rick. At this time, we will begin our 5-point question round. Question. Fill in the blank in the following sentence. The worship of the Greek and Roman gods Dionysus and Bacchus involved consuming large amounts of blank.
Team 1, Wellington.
Wine.
Wine is correct. Question. In a nearby county, 40% of students pass their driving test on the first try. 80% pass on all subsequent attempts. State the probability that a random student would need exactly 3 tries to pass his test.
Repeat.
In a nearby county, 40% of students pass their driving test on the first try. 80% pass on all subsequent attempts. State the probability that a random student would need exactly 3 tries to pass his test.
Team 2, Dreyfus.
0.096.
That is correct. 0.096 is correct. Yes. Question. Which one or ones of the following 3 are unprotected freedoms of speech? 1, libel. 2, slander. 3, hate speech.
Team 2, Dreyfus.
1, 2, and 3.
That is correct. 1, 2, and 3. Question. Identify the number of half steps in a minor third.
Team 3, West Boca.
3.
3 is correct. Question. In French or Spanish, state the sum of the numbers 2 and 10.
Team 5, Royal Palm. 12.
That is correct, yes. Question. Identify each of the following 4 pairs of words as either synonyms or antonyms. Pair number 1, apathy, indifference. Pair number 2, demure, indiscreet. Pair number 3, intrepid, fearless. Pair number 4, erudite, illiterate.
Team 3, West Boca.
Pair A is synonyms, pair B is antonyms, pair C is synonyms, and pair D is antonyms.
That is correct. Synonym, antonym, synonym, antonym. Question. Match. Match each of the following 4 periodic families to the element contained in it. The periodic families are A. Chalcogens, B. Alkali metals, C. Alkaline earth metals, D. Halogens. The elements are 1. Potassium, 2. Bromine, 3. Selenium, 4. Barium.
Can you repeat the question?
Match. Match each of the following 4 periodic families to the element contained in it. The periodic families are A. Chalcogens,
Team 2, Dreyfus.
A3, B1, C4, D2.
that is correct. Question. State the discriminant of the following function. F of x equals 5x squared plus 36x plus 54.
Does anyone need? Team 1, Wellington.
216.
216 is correct. Question. Including any necessary accent marks in French or Spanish, state and spell the word for your sister's daughter's relationship to you.
Team 5, Royal Palm.
Sobrina, Sobrina.
That is correct. It would be your niece. Okay. Question. Solve for x in the following equation. The quantity 2 cubed to the x power times 4 to the 4th power times 8 to the x power equals 16 times 4 squared.
Can you repeat the question?
Solve for x in the following equation. The quantity 2 cubed raised to the x power times 4 to the 4th power times 8 to the x power equals 16 times 4 squared.
Team 2, Dreyfus.
0.
0 is correct. Question. Identify the voice of the verb in the following passage. The student was placed on the county's academic team.
Team 1, Wellington.
Passive.
Passive is correct. Question. Which one of the following 3 seismic waves travel through the Earth's core? Number 1, primary. Number 2, secondary. Number 3, surface.
Team 1, Wellington.
Primary.
Primary is correct. Question. Which one of the following 3 levels of government has particular significance for the rights protected by the Bill of Rights after its ratification in 1791? 1 local, 2 state, 3 national.
Team 1, Wellington.
National.
National is correct. That concludes our 5-point round. Before we begin this next round of questioning, we'll update you on the scores so far. Team number 1, Wellington, 125 points. Team number 2, A.W. Dreyfus, 115 points. Team number 3, West Boca Raton, 90 points. Team number 4, South Tech, 90 points. And team number 5, Royal Palm Beach High, 110 points. At this time, we will begin the 10-point question round. Question. Which one of the following 4 does not belong with the other 3? Number 1, Fahrenheit 451. Number 2, The Illustrated Man. Number 3, The Martian Chronicles. Number 4, I, Robot.
Team 3, West Boca.
iRobot.
That is correct. Question. What am I? I am an air-breathing arthropod. Members of my order have 2 body segments, the cephalothorax and abdomen, plus 8 legs.
Team 1, Wellington.
What is an arachnid?
That is correct.
I guess I'm on Jeopardy now.
Question. Find the horizontal and vertical asymptotes of the function f of x equals the quantity 3x squared plus 2x plus 13 divided by the quantity 6x squared minus 5x minus 6.
Team 2, Dreyfus.
Horizontal asymptote is y equals 1/2. Vertical asymptotes x equals 3/2 and -2/3.
That is correct. Question. Neglecting friction to 2 significant digits, determine the magnitude of the velocity in meters per second of a certain roller coaster at the bottom of the first drop, given that drop is 60 meters. Neglecting friction to two significant digits, determine the magnitude of the velocity in meters per second of a certain roller coaster at the bottom of the first drop, given that drop is 60 meters.
Team 2, Dreyfus.
34.
34 meters per second is correct. Question. Identify the number of sharps in the key signature of E major.
Team 2, Dreyfus.
4 sharps.
4 sharps. Again, remember to protect your buzzer. You want it to last. You want it to last. Question. Solve the following logarithmic equation. Log base 7 of x plus log base 7 of the quantity x plus 1 equals log base 7 of 6.
Team 2, Dreyfus.
X equals 2.
Yes.
2.
Don't stall, yes.
2 is correct. Yes. Question. Identify respectively each of the following 4 as either a primary or secondary source. 1, diary. 2, painting. 3, biography. 4, interview.
Team 2, Dreyfus.
Primary, primary, secondary, primary.
That is correct. Primary, primary, secondary, primary. Question. To two significant digits, calculate in grams the mass of NaOH needed to prepare 150 milliliters of a 6.00 molar solution.
Team 2, Dreyfus.
36.
36 is correct. Question. Identify the figure of speech demonstrated in the following line from Beowulf. Wondering what the warriors would do when their drinking is done.
Team 5, Royal Palm.
Alliteration is correct. Question. Identify the following triad as major, diminished, augmented, or minor. A flat, C, E natural.
Team 3, West Boca.
Augmented is correct. Question. Identify the Romantic era figure who was a religious nonconformist, a poet, painter, and illustrator. His works include the poems The Tiger and the Lamb and
Team 2, Dreyfus.
William Blake.
and paintings Ancient of Days and Nebuchadnezzar. William Blake is correct. Question. Which of the following 4 is the best example of an economic indicator? 1, federal income tax rates. 2, unemployment rates. 3
Team 2, Dreyfus.
3 was crime rates and 4 was birth rates. 2 is correct, unemployment rates. Question. In French or Spanish, state and spell the conjugated verb used to translate the following sentence. It is hot outside.
Team 1, Wellington.
Ace, H-A-C-E.
That is correct, yes. And that concludes, believe it or not, our 10-point question round. Before we begin this next question round, we'll get you up to date on the scores as of the end of the round 2 that we just had. Wellington, team number 1, Wellington, 145 points. Team number 2, A.W. Dreyfus, 185 points. Team number 3, West Boca Raton, 110 points. Team number 4, South Tech, 60 points. Team number 5, Royal Palm Beach High School, 100 points. And now we are ready to begin our 15-point question round. Question. Match. Match each of the following 4 theater terms to its definition. The terms are A, Bible, B, blocking, C, house, and D, wings. The definitions are 1, parts of stage not seen by audience. 2, placement of the actions on stage. 3, theater beyond the front of the stage. 4, stage manager's annotated script.
Team 3, West Boca.
A4, B2, C3, D1.
That is correct. A4, B2, C3, and D1. Question. A baseball player hits a baseball. The height in feet y of the ball x seconds after it is hit is given by the equation y equals negative 14x squared plus 84x plus 4. State in feet the height the ball reaches. A baseball player hits a baseball. The height in feet y of the ball x seconds after it is hit is given by the equation y equals negative 14x squared plus 84x plus 4. State in feet the height the ball reaches.
Team 2, Dreyfus.
130.
130 feet is correct. Question. Fill in respectively the 4 blanks in the following sentences with the terms World Wide Web, local area networks, intranet, and internet. The sentence is, a or an blank is a network that shares resources within a single organization, often composed of multiple blank. The blank is a service that runs on the blank, which is a global system that links billions of devices.
Team 2, Dreyfus.
Intranets, LAN, www, and then internet.
That is correct. Question. What one word has each of the following 3 meanings? 1, pouch in a bird's gullet. 2, cut something short. 3, cultivated plant grown for food. What one word has each of the following 3 meanings?
Team 1, Wellington.
Crop.
Crop is correct. Pouch in a bird's gullet, cut something short, and cultivated plant grown for food. Crop. Question. Match. Match each of the following 4 authors to his or her novel. The authors are A. Emily Bronte, B. John Steinbeck, C. Richard Wright, D. Henry Fielding. The novels are 1. The Grapes of Wrath, 2. Tom Jones, 3. Wuthering Heights, 4.
Team 2, Dreyfus.
A3, B1, C4, D2.
That is correct. 4 was Black Boy. A3, B1, C4, D2 was correct. Question. To 2 significant digits, determine in seconds the time of flight of a ball given that the ball is kicked with an initial velocity of 10 meters per second at an angle of 45 degrees. To 2 significant digits, determine in seconds the time of flight of a ball given that the ball is kicked with an initial velocity of 10 meters per second at an angle of 45 degrees.
Does anybody need more time?
Team 2, Dreyfus.
1.4.
1.4 seconds is correct. Question. Identify the mode that sounds the same as the major scale.
Team 3, West Boca.
Ionian is correct. Question. To which one of the following 4 candidates for U.S. President is the following campaign slogan attributed? No child left behind.
Team 2, Dreyfus.
George Bush. Later.
I didn't hear the last.
George Bush the later.
That's correct, right?
The later.
Is that correct? Question. Differentiate the following function with respect to x. F of x equals the quantity 1/2 x to the 6th power plus 3x to the 4/3 power plus 4x.
Team 2, Dreyfus.
3x to the 5th plus 4x to the 1/3 plus 4.
That is correct. Took me longer to read it. Question. Determine the 2 rhyming words suggested by each of the following 2 pairs of descriptions. Pair 1. Group of genetically identical cells or organisms derived from a single cell, and money that needs to be repaid. Pair 2, a single suspended vertical tubular bell struck with a hammer, and to perform using body movements without words. Determine the 2 rhyming words suggested by each of the following 2 pairs of descriptions. Pair 1, group of genetically identical cells or organisms derived from a single cell, and money that needs to be repaid. Pair 2, a single suspended vertical tubular.
Team 3, West Boca.
So the first pair is clone and loan, and the second pair is chime and mime.
That is correct. Question, match. Match each of the following 4 composers to his composition. The composers are A. Beethoven, B. Puccini, C. Wagner, D. Schubert. The compositions are 1. Siegfried, 2. Unfinished Symphony, 3. Madame Butterfly, and 4. Erotica Symphony.
Team 2, Dreyfus.
A4, B3, C1, D2.
That is correct. A4, B3, C1, and D2. Question. During which one or ones of the following 4 moon phases can a solar eclipse occur? Number 1, first quarter. Number 2, full. Number 3, new. Number 4, third quarter. During which one or ones of the following 4 moon phases can a solar eclipse occur? 1, first quarter. 2, full. 3, new. 4, third quarter. During which one or ones of the following 4 moon phases can a solar eclipse occur? 1, first quarter. 2, full. 3, new. 4.
Team 1, Wellington.
3 new.
3 new is correct. And that concludes our 15-point round.
Thanks, Yetta. With session 1 now completed after 3 rounds of play, looks like Dreyfus is off to a dominant start with Wellington close behind. Let's head to the team leaderboard to see where each team landed after session 1. In 5th place, it's newcomer South Tech. Taking 4th place, it's Royal Palm Beach. And in 3rd place, it's West Boca High. Taking 2nd place, Wellington High School. And the leaders after session 1, it's the defending champs, the team from Dreyfus School of the Arts with an impressive score of 230. Let's hear how they prepared for today.
Well, I'm really excited. I want to get to, work with the other students, with my classmates, and just have a bonding experience and learn with other students across the county.
After this short break, we will talk more about the district finals and the area all-star team here on the Education Network.
Too many of our kids miss too many days out of school. When they miss school, they miss out. It doesn't matter whether the absences are excused or unexcused. Low attendance can lead to low performance, from preschool to high school. Showing up is the first step for success. Make sure your kids go to school every day, on time, all day. Attendance matters. You need to go to grow.
Welcome back. Only the top 2 scoring teams during each of the 3 days of preliminary competition will qualify for the district finals. This will give us 6 teams in the district final. Top scoring individual students will also be tracked during all of the competition and will determine who will represent the district as part of the area all-star team. So making the finals will help the standout students to increase their individual score and increase their chances to make the all-star team. Now let's head back over to Studio A for the final session of competition to see who will be advancing onto the district finals. Let's join moderator Yetta Green. Yetta?
Thanks, Rick. We will now begin the 5-point question round. Question: what am I? I am the large-scale ocean atmospheric climate interaction linked to a periodic warming in sea surface temperatures across the central and east central equatorial Pacific. My name means the little boy
Team 5, Royal Palm.
or Christ child. In Spanish, it is El Niño. Yes. Question. Name the Scottish king killed by Macbeth.
Team 3, West Boca.
Macduff.
That is incorrect. It is Duncan. Duncan. Question. Identify the ancient Greek philosopher who called himself the gadfly of Athens.
Team 3, West Boca.
Socrates.
Socrates is correct. Question. Who am I? I was born in New Zealand in 1871. I discovered the concept of radioactive half-lives and distinguished between alpha and beta decay. My discoveries earned a Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1908. My most famous work, the gold foil experiment, modified the...
Team 2, Dreyfus.
Rutherford.
Ernest Rutherford modified the atomic model to include a positively charged nucleus, and that was Ernest Rutherford. Question. Which one of the following four is not considered one of the Hebrew patriarchs? Number 1, Jacob. Number 2, Moses. Number 3, Abraham. Number 4...
Team 3, West Boca.
Moses.
Number 4 was Isaac. The answer is Moses is not considered one. Question. Identify the pitch that is a major third above F.
Team 2, Dreyfus.
A.
A, that is correct. Question. Identify the Northern Renaissance artist credited with the invention of oil paint.
Team 4, South Tech.
Jan van Eyck.
Van Eyck is correct, yes. Question. State the number of syllables in one line of a sonnet written in iambic pentameter.
Team 1, Wellington.
10.
10 is correct. Question. Name the American Revolutionary War battle after which the French pledged support to the American...
Team 2, Dreyfus.
Battle of Saratoga.
To the American cause, the Battle of Saratoga. That is correct. Question. State the solution for the following exponential equation. 8 to the power of the quantity of 2x plus 1 equals 2 to the power of the quantity of 6x plus 1.
Team 2, Dreyfus.
No solution?
Good.
No solution is correct. Question. Identify the rhetorical or literary term defined as an extreme exaggeration used for emphasis.
Team 2, Dreyfus.
Hyperbole.
Used for emphasis or rhetorical effect. Hyperbole is correct. Question. What am I? I was discovered inside eukaryotic cells in 1898. I am part of the endomembrane system. My main function is to package proteins for secretion from the cell.
Team 2, Dreyfus.
Golgi apparatus.
Golgi body or Golgi apparatus is correct. For this next question, you will use handout A1. Locate the envelope, do not open it. Everybody has handout A1. All right, for this question, don't open it yet. The question will be printed on the handout. At this time, open, distribute, and begin.
Team 2, Dreyfus.
Spanish, mi tío es el hermano de mi padre.
I think that was correct. Question. Simplify. Simplify the quantity 2 plus 3i times the quantity 2 minus 3i.
Team 2, Dreyfus.
13.
13 is correct. Question. Which one of the following four composers was active during the classical period? 1. Maurice Ravel. 2. Modest Mussorgsky. 3. Franz Joseph Haydn. 4.
Team 2, Dreyfus.
Haydn.
That is correct. Haydn. 4 was Johann Sebastian Bach. For this next question, you will use handout A2. Locate the envelope. Do not do anything with it yet. Just hold it. All right. Once again, the question will be printed on the handout. At this time, open, distribute, and begin.
Team 1, Wellington.
3.
Which language were you given? Oh, it's the same in both. Okay, 3 was the answer. Question. If sine x equals 1/2 and cosine x equals negative the square root of 3 over 2, state the exact radian measure of x.
Team 2, Dreyfus.
5 pi over 6.
5 pi over 6 is correct. That completes our 5-point round. Team number 1, Wellington, 188 points. Team number 2, Dreyfus, 281 points. Team number 3, West Boca, 157 points. Team number 4, South Tech, 62 points. And team number 5, Royal Palm Beach, 108 points. At this time, we are ready to begin our 10-point question round. Question. To 2 significant digits, determine in joules per kilogram degree Celsius the specific heat of an unknown material, given that 2.26 times 10 to the 4th power joules of energy is needed to raise the temperature of the 1.5 kilogram sample by 95 degrees Celsius.
Team 2, Dreyfus.
160.
160 joules per kilogram degree Celsius is correct. Question. Which one of the following 4 Muslim leaders was the earliest? Number 1, Suleiman I. Number 2, Tamerlane. Number 3, Abu Bakr. Number 4, Mehmed the Conqueror.
Team 3, West Boca.
Abu Bakr.
That is correct, Abu Bakr. Question. Give the roots of the following equation. X cubed plus 14x squared plus 49x equals 0.
Team 2, Dreyfus.
0, -7.
0 and -7 is correct. For this next question, you will use handout A3. Please locate the envelope, but do not open it. Everybody has A3? All right, the question is printed on the handout. At this time, you may open it, distribute, and begin.
Team 1, Wellington.
2.
Incorrect. Question. State the number of unpaired electrons in a neutral sulfur atom.
Team 2, Dreyfus.
3.
That is incorrect. It's 2. 2. Question. Match. Match each of the following 4 instruments to its family. The instruments are A, timpani, B, English horn, C, French horn, D, viola. The families are 1, string, 2, woodwind, 3, brass, 4.
Team 3, West Boca.
A4, B2, C3, D1.
That is correct. Question. Identify the domain of f of x equals 7x over the quantity x squared minus 3x plus 2 over the set of real numbers.
Team 2, Dreyfus.
All real numbers except for 2 and 1.
All real numbers except 2 and 1. That is correct. Question. Match. Match each of the following 4 eras in U.S. history to the work published during it. The eras are A, revolutionary, B, antebellum, C, progressive, D, roaring 20s. The works are 1, The Great Gatsby, 2, The Jungle, 3, Common Sense, 4.
Team 2, Dreyfus.
A3, B4, C2, D1.
4 was Uncle Tom's Cabin. That is correct. Question. Identify the third of the dominant chord in the key of G major.
Team 2, Dreyfus.
F sharp.
F sharp is correct. For this next question, you will use handout A4. Locate the envelope, but do not open it. Does everybody have A4? Once again, the question is printed on the handout. Open, distribute, and begin.
1, Wellington.
1 is correct, whether it was French or Spanish. 1 is correct. That concludes our 10-point individual question round, and these are the scores that you'll start this all-important final round for. And remember, at the end of this round, the scores will determine which 2 teams will go on to meet the other teams from the other divisions. All right, Wellington High School starting this round with 188 points. Team number 2, A.W. Dreyfus, 313 points. West Boca, team number 3, 185 points. Team number 4, South Tech, 48 points. And team number 5, Royal Palm Beach High School, 106 points. 15 points can make a big difference each question. At this time, we're ready to begin the 15-point question round. Question: which one or ones of the following 4 primary tissue types' main function is protection? Number 1, connective. Number 2, epithelial. Number 3, muscle. Number 4, nervous.
Team 5, Royal Palm.
Epithelial.
That is incorrect because it's both 1 and 2, connective and epithelial. Question: what one word has the following 3 meanings? Number 1, recent. Number 2, flow of a body of water. Number 3, voltage divided.
Team 1, Wellington.
Current.
That is correct. Question: identify the Roman god of beginnings, gates, transitions, time.
Team 1, Wellington.
Janus.
That is correct. Doorways, passages, and endings, usually depicted as having 2 faces. That is Janus. Question: find the exact value of the definite integral from 0 to pi of the function x times sine x.
Team 2, Dreyfus.
Pi.
Pi is correct. Question: to 2 significant digits, determine in seconds the total time of flight for a projectile given that the projectile is fired with an initial velocity of 150 meters per second at an angle of 53 degrees above the horizontal. To 2 significant digits, determine in seconds the total time of flight for a projectile given that the projectile is fired with an initial velocity of 150 meters per second at an
Team 2, Dreyfus.
24 seconds at an angle of 53 degrees above the horizontal. 24 seconds. Question: this is a 2-part question related to an A-team coach who has 7 players. 2-part question. Part 1, state the number of ways the coach can line up the players single file to receive their medals. Part 2, state the number of unique groups of 4 the coach can choose to participate in a given round.
Team 2, Dreyfus.
50, 40, and 35.
That is correct. 5,040 and 35 different groups of 4. Question: identify the style of architecture characterized by pointed arches, ribbed vaulting, and flying buttresses.
Team 4, South Tech.
Gothic.
Gothic is correct. Question: which one or ones of the following 4 statements about Shakespeare's plays are correct? 1, Ophelia is Polonius's daughter in Hamlet. Number 2, Donalbain fights at Dunsinane in Macbeth. Number 3, Romeo is part of the Capulet family in Romeo and Juliet. Number 4, Octavius is the son of Brutus and Portia in Julius Caesar. Which one or ones of the following 4 statements about Shakespeare's play are correct? Number 1, Ophelia is Polonius's daughter in Hamlet. Number 2, Donald Bane fights at Dunsinane in Macbeth. Number 3, Romeo is part of the Capulet family in Romeo and Juliet. Number 4, Octavius is the son of Brutus and Portia in Julius Caesar.
Anybody need more time?
Team 4, South Tech.
2.
It's incorrect. The correct one, there's only one correct, and that's Ophelia is Polonius' daughter in Hamlet, number 1. That's a correct choice. For this next question, you will use handout A6. Locate it. Do not do anything else with it. Everybody has A6? Okay, for this question, the question is again printed on the handout. Open and distribute and begin.
Team 4, South Tech.
That is correct. The correct answer in French or in Spanish was 3. Simplify the following polynomial. State the answer in standard form. The quantity x to the 4th power plus 7x squared minus 8 over the quantity x plus 1.
Team 2, Dreyfus.
X cubed minus x squared plus 8x minus 8.
That's correct. Question. Identify the first Bourbon king of France. Identify the first Bourbon king of France.
Team 2, Dreyfus.
Henry of Navarre.
That is correct. Henry IV or Henry of Navarre. Question. Match. Match each of the following 4 composers to his master work. The composers are A. Holst, B. Berlioz, C. Mozart, D. Saint-Saëns. The masterworks: 1. The Marriage of Figaro, 2. The Planets, 3. The Carnival of the Animals, 4.
Team 2, Dreyfus.
A2, B4, C1, D3.
That is correct. 4 was Symphonie Fantastique, and it's A2, B4, C1, and D3. Question. Which one or ones of the following 3 geologic features are associated with convergent plate boundaries? Number 1, oceanic ridges. Number 2, oceanic trenches. Number 3, volcanic island arcs.
Team 3, West Boca.
None of them. None.
That is incorrect. That concludes our 15-point question round.
Thanks, Jetta. Clearly, the team from A.W. Dreyfus continued to dominate the competition. Let's head to the leaderboard to see who will join them in the district final. Taking 5th place, it's the team from South Tech. 4th place goes to the team from Royal Palm Beach High School. In 3rd place, West Boca High. Taking 2nd place and the first team to qualify for district finals, it's the team from Wellington High School with 200 points. And in 1st place, it's the defending champs. Headed back into the district finals, the team from A.W. Dreyfus School of the Arts with an impressive score of 421 points. Let's check in with the top 2 winning teams to hear how they prepared for the competition.
I feel like we've all put in a whole bunch of time. We all are doing a decent amount to prepare for this. We've been chewing out trivia and all that stuff on the way over here. It's just been really good.
Well, I don't think there's a lot of pressure because we're just focused on how well we can do and not how well other people do. And I think definitely returning from last year, there's a lot of experience that I can bring to people who haven't competed before. So little tricks you can do on stage and also just generally how the competition runs. And I think we have an advantage in that we know things that other people don't.
Great job. Congratulations to all the teams that participated in Day 1, and for those moving on to the district finals, good luck. Now let's take a look at the schools that will be taking part in Day 2 of the Academic Challenge. William T. Dwyer High School, Suncoast Community High School, Forest Hill Community High School, Pahokee High, and Atlantic Community High School. Let's review again the first 2 teams that have qualified for the district finals, A.W. Dreyfus and Wellington High School. Be sure to join us next time and find out the next 2 teams that will join them in the district finals in this, the 32nd year of the Palm Beach County Academic Challenge. I'm host Rick Blackwell, and from all of us here at the Education Network, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.